Welcome back. It's your host GF. Week 17, Dallas Cowboys, 2023 NFC's champs, Dallas Cowboys. I did not see that coming. Let's get into it here. So, wow, a lot went down. So, just a few statistics. We don't get into the game. Washington stinks. What are you going to do? Congrats, but Dak Prescott led the NFL in touchdown passes with 36. 36 and 990. That's a 4-to-1 TD to INT ratio. Dak Prescott bounced back. That's my little standing O for him. Hey, man, you want to be, he's on his level, but now do we want to get to, are we trying to get here? Mr. Aikman, I know these ones are faded out. My favorite, the real GOAT, Emmitt Smith. Yeah, even over Staubach and all that. Come on, man. The playmaker, Michael Irvin. This one's a knockoff. It's getting a little old, but this is where we're at. Is CeeDee Lamb going to be that level 88? Are you going to be a Tony Romo quarterback? Are you going to try to get the Troy Aikman, you know? We know Tony Pollard ain't Emmitt Smith, but that's fine, though. So, but even him, you can turn it around. Disappointing season for TP by the standards and supposed to be better than Zeke and all that. By the way, shout out Zeke. You had a solid year on a shit situation, a shit team with no quarterback in New England. Come back to Dallas next year on the cheap. We'd love to have you. You know, him, Rico Dowdle. I still think we need a second-round running back, but then we could also get rid of Dowdle, bring in Zeke on the cheap, and be a better, more experienced Hall of Fame, Edgerrin James type guy as our power back, short yardage. So, and by the way, I've done the numbers. If Edgerrin James is in the Hall of Fame, and I'll break this down, Ezekiel Elliott with 2 more years of even this kind of production in TDs, he gets in. I'll explain that another day to the morons who don't understand what's going on, or the ones that disrespect Zeke. So, there will be no disrespecting Zeke. Killed it for Ohio State. The only guy that ever ran through Alabama. Legend at OSU. Legend for the Cowboys. He didn't have this Dak, and that's okay. Dak took extra long to develop. Jason Garrett sucked. If he had Mike McCarthy early, maybe we'd be further along. But that's moving forward. As you can tell, I'm long live Zeke. I know Hall of Famers. I know winners. It is what it is. And still never got hurt. So Derrick Henry's the man from 2016, but number 2 is Ezekiel Elliott, and he's the only one that never got hurt out of all these guys. So kudos to him. CeeDee Lamb breaking the records. There is an extra game now, 17 games, but you know he's still no Michael Irvin. What Michael Irvin did in a run, not just a running league, a running team with Emmitt Smith, the playmaker, the big catches. CeeDee Lamb with that fumble in the end zone, can't have that in the playoffs, brother. But either way, congrats to the Cowboys, congrats to Mike McCarthy, Jerry Jones, Jimmy Johnson, the Ring of Honor, DeMarcus Ware, all of it. Let's get Deion Sanders in there. I'm telling you, Mr. 5 steps ahead, make it right with him, because you never know. He's got a son as a quarterback. He might want to be a coach with it. You never know. So, we are getting the Green Bay Packers. That's what I wanted. I wanted to avoid Matthew Stafford, not because we can't beat them. We beat them this year, but the McCarthy angle, and they beat us. 2014, the Des Bryant bullshit game, and then 2016, Dak and Zeke as rookies. We had shit defense, and that's what it is. The defense better step up. No excuses. Christian Watson might not be playing. Romeo Doubs is banged up. Other than Aaron Jones, now we have Jonathan Hankins back, but that's what it's going to come down to. Can we stop the run? And are Dak and them, are they going to choke or are they going to get it done? But this is it. You can't ask for an easier road than Green Bay. And shout out to Jordan Love. I'm looking at the numbers. 32 TDs, 11 INT, quarterback rating of 96. But our guy has a QB rating of 105.9. Got to get it done. It's you and Brock Purdy. Look at the way the Eagles are going down. No excuses. If your road is Green Bay, the 7 seed, at us, the 2 seed for the wild card, and then the next round could be if Baker and the Bucks beat them, depending on how things shake out, you're either getting the Rams, the Bucks, or the Eagles, or the Lions. You got to take care of business. 2 home games when you have this kind of a winning streak. What's the winning streak up to now? 15 games or 16 games? This is where we're going to find out about Dak Prescott. And I am rooting for him. And shout out to my boy Joe, the biggest Dak supporter. You're looking good. In the regular season, you're looking good. We all know we got to see it because right now he's just like him. The difference is Romo never had the Micah Parsons and a good defense and Dan Quinn. GF's cooking right now. I know you don't have Trayvon Diggs, but Deron Bland went to the Pro Bowl. No fucking excuses. Get it done. Hammer these fucking guys. Jordan Love and the Packers are 2 years away. Still got to respect them. I'm not saying we're just going to, automatically steamroll them, but this should be a steamrolling. And you should be in the NFC Championship game, and you might host it if Brock Purdy, who's in his first full year, what if he has a slip-up? So the Cowboys are live. It's wide open. It feels like 1992. We might have to go back to the Candlestick, a.k.a. Levi's, and we wouldn't be the favorites, but we might end up going to the Super Bowl. So it's all out in front of the Cowboys. They got to show up. The pressure, obviously, on Jerry Jones, Mike McCarthy, and Dak Prescott, and Micah Parsons. What are you guys going to do? This Sunday, 4:30, I can't fucking wait. But for the regular season, and on behalf of real Cowboy fans and analysts that know what's going on, how about them Cowboys?